Sometimes you can set out to do something in Star Citizen, and with the best will in the world, the game just doesn't want that to happen for you. When sharing gameplay videos on YouTube, it would be easy enough to gloss over that and only show the times when it all goes according to plan, but in this case perhaps it would be more representative to also show the challenges. I'm Forrester, and for this gameplay video the goal was to head out in the Reclaimer and salvage some panels, but as you'll soon discover, that didn't quite go according to plan. Much of the footage has been sped up to keep the overall length of the video down, and those parts are clearly marked as such. But otherwise, we'll get started. And we'll instantly start at top speed whilst we spawn in the ship and head aboard. Funny that even at times 12 speed these hangars do seem large. We're not going to go far for this one, we're on Microtech to start with, so we'll just go to one of the Lagrange points, and we're in the dark at Microtech, so we'll head out to L2. Just means there's no hopping around the planet. Even in times 12 speed, the Reclaimer takes a long time to leave atmosphere as well. It's a very industrial process, shall we say. Make the jump across to Mike L2. Try L2 Charlie and see if there's anything to see around here. Doesn't seem to be happening. That's fine, if not we can head to L2 Alpha. Right, a lot of scanning, nothing, so we'll head to L2 Alpha, which is much more reliable. Starting to pick up a few things. And there we have it, a nice round RS value, which is indicative of some salvage panels. So 7 kilometers, we'll make our way over there. Up the piercing to get a quick view of where they were. They've vanished again. Kick it down to SCM mode. Another quick scan. And they're all over this way. So now we know where they all are, we'll steadily fly over there. So as the panel salvages out there will know, once you lose those pips off your scan, that's your cue to really slow down while the salvage panels spawn in. So I have slowed down a little bit there. Quick check of that one. And then it should be a case of just watching and waiting. But the Reclaimer did clunk into something invisible there, so we'll have a quick look around the ship. Can't see anything. So I'll kick it back up to times 12 speed. We'll try a different set. We'll scan out. There's a 4000 RS value. We'll slowly make our way towards that. Again, just using the scanning mode, fiddling with the piercing to get those two little blips, push pins, I don't know what they're called, just to show up on the screen. And Reclaimer is almost perfectly flying towards them and between them at this point. So it should be a case of going nice and slow until they disappear as they have now, and then just waiting for them to spawn in. So really bringing the speed down on the Reclaimer, and they should just pop in right in front of us. If you're wondering why the scan ping is continuing, it's very simply because you get a little blue highlight around things that it pings, and so it can make it a little bit easier to spot things as they've spawned in. Still flying slowly, waiting to see these panels. got the collision alert warning, which means that whatever it is should be nearby. But can't tell. Can't see a thing. And so this seems to be what's happening. We'll try another set, 12,000 RS value. Once again, just searching in vain as somebody flies past. Checking the chat to see if anybody else is talking about issues. But it seems to be what's happening is, although the salvage panels are kind of existing, they're not fully spawning into the server. So you get the blips until you get close, as in this situation. You get the collision warning, but you can't actually see the panels. As you can see here, you just get the collision alert and then nothing. So before just chalking it up as being a server issue, I had a quick look out the window, see if I can see anything. The answer is not really, but try just hopping into the salvage operator chair and see if that helps, and having a different view to look out for. Incidentally, if you are looking for a proper gameplay video on salvage panels where everything mostly works as expected, there is a recent one on this channel which covers the process in a vulture. Alternatively, you might like to subscribe for a future video showing the Reclaimer grabbing the panels successfully for a change. Just trying desperately to look around and see if I can see any of those panels. Just switched into the tractor beam module because it seems to move around a little bit more quickly than the scraper module. And even though we had that collision alert, couldn't see anything out the front of the ship, couldn't see anything in third person, and also couldn't see anything from that tractor beam operator seat. So poor Reclaimer doesn't seem to be happening. We'll try this one. Set of 2. RS value of 4,000, so should be panels. Flying towards them until they disappear, and then going very easy on the speed, giving them the chance to spawn in, and they should be right in front of us. These panels seem to be proving that there are some challenges on this server. Now, granted that they don't pop in straight away, they do take a little while to appear, and that's why you go slowly and go carefully, but nothing. Nothing. So back into times 12 speed, as you can see me very slowly, very gingerly, just moving forward, 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 seeing if something appears, seeing if something happens, but it seems not. Heading back the way they came, trying to fly past them again. And even though we've got the collision alert, even though checking all the way around visually in first person and third person, just seems to be nothing appearing for any of these panels. Give it another try on this 6,000, but I think you're starting to sense the theme here. Try moving off to the side and see if that helps them spawn in. There is a lot of this trial and error in Star Citizen, I'm afraid to say. Trying to get it to do what you expect it to do, and sometimes succeeding, sometimes not. The RS value on these last couple are more indicative of mining nodes than salvage panels. So, if in doubt, check the contract screen, because salvage panels clearly isn't happening, so instead might go and grab some actual salvage contracts, so it's not a wasted trip in the Reclaimer. Looking for something at Mike L1 or Mike L2, and of course there's nothing, absolutely nothing nearby. We did see that vulture hovering around earlier, so they might have taken anything that was there. Another quick check. And nothing. So at this point the game is telling me I need to leave and find a different server. There's nothing nearby, can't see any of these panels despite having a collision alert pinned on my heads up display now. So poor old Reclaimer, it just isn't happening for you today. So I'm going to head home, store the ship, and try a different server. Not ideal, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. A little quantum hop of shame heading back into Microtech, empty-handed. But as I said earlier, it'll be easy enough to gloss over these situations when they happen, but I want to show you that it does happen to all of us, even when you're trying to record a YouTube video. Sometimes it just doesn't go according to plan, and feels more realistic to show some of those instances than not. So we head down into the hangar. If you were looking to see some panel salvage on the Reclaimer, fear not, that will be up on the channel shortly. But it felt right to also include some of the failures as well as the successes. And there we go, engines off. So, if you enjoyed this video, you might press the like button to let me know I should make more similar videos in future. And if you're not yet subscribed, given that you've got this far, you probably want to do that too, so that YouTube will know to show you more videos like this in future. But otherwise, and as always, thank you for watching.